G'day guys, Jamin here from Oztech Drones. We're going to do a race today.
Someone tried to start a lawnmower business in my filter.
He's got sabotage.
Elliot gonna punch a hole.
Right, so stick around, we'll see how it goes. We have a P150 MAX, a standard P150. Obviously a few differences, 20 meters a second, 13.8 meters a second. Who will win? We're gonna see. Stick around, we'll go for a race and we'll see how they go. Stay tuned. Is the tractors faster than the drones? Or the drones faster than the tractors? Elliot here on the P150 MAX. We've got Lucius on the standard P150. Are you ready to go? You've done your prop checks, you've done your CASA checks. Righto, send him, go. What you'll see is Lucius on this field here, he's doing a spray while he's marking the boundary. Both of them are flying the drone around the edge just to get the boundary. So it's roughly about 20 hectares each field here. So not a big field, but you know, it's a good size that you can just you know, keep an eye on. The main things Elliot's gonna have to watch for on this field, obviously we've got power lines here. We've also got a farm on that side with a farmer's house. So he's got to keep an eye on that. And Lucius on this side, he's got a center pivot up the end, and he's also got power lines on that side. So they've got to watch both of them. You'll see the difference in one, the quality of the P150 MAX compared to the standard P150. You see the standard P150's got the controller up. Obviously, the connection isn't as good with the standard P150. Elliot here is just, you could have a lunch break. Oh yeah. Trying to keep connection because he's gone around the other side of the house here. Connection with the P150 definitely isn't as good as the P150 MAX. The P150 MAX is back already. So he's mapped all that field out. He'll be landing now and he'll probably fill up now and start spraying. So we'll move out of the way. So yeah, this is all manual flying. The standard 150 is back. So he's mapped all that field out. They actually auto mark the field, so the drone marks the field as it's flying the boundary, so it's auto marking. Now, what they're both doing here is they're setting up their litres per hectare. So I think they're spraying 30 litres per hectare here, setting up their swath, and they're also setting up their heights and their speeds. And then after that, the drone will do the rest. What they're doing here, they're doing a herbicide spray. We're going to go a very coarse droplet, probably like a 500 micron. These ones can do a 1500 micron, but obviously we're not going to get the swath. We're going to do a 500 micron with these sort of applications here. They're both heading off now. Oh, my door is open in my car. Oh, one's not working.
I don't know what's going on. Maybe the filter.
This is real world scenarios. Lucius is having dramas. His filter's clogged.
It's a rigged race.
It's a rigged race. Well, see, we're going to show you in a sec when Lucius comes back. He's got a problem with his P150.
What do you reckon? Some sabotage going on.
Sabotage. His filter is clogged. The drone has said it should be putting out more than what it's putting out. So what that means is two things. Either one, the line is kinked or something like that, or two, the filter's clogged. And I can nearly guarantee that the filter will be clogged in this because they haven't cleaned it in a long time. So this is a prime example of looking after your gear. Get a zoom in on that. Look at this filter here. It is just full of grass. We normally clean these out quite regularly. Obviously it hadn't been cleaned in a while. You don't muck around, eh?
No, 20 meters, that's no joke. That's 20 meters, eh?
Yeah. So we're actually running two different setups here today. So we've got Lucius's truck here. So that's just an Isuzu, I don't know what it is, an MPR or something like that. And then Elliot's got his old trailer set up, so basic setup for Elliot because his truck is broken. But Lucius's truck is all set up, so he's actually running a battery system in that, so that's pure battery. He's not actually running a generator, so running off the battery, it's charging the drone. We can see his drone out here, the P150. Elliot is actually smashing him with the P150 MAX at the moment, obviously because he can go a lot faster. Well, it looks like his drone hasn't taken off yet because rookie error, it looks like he hasn't put a battery on charge or something. He's waiting for a battery. Trailer setup Elliot's got going on here is very backyard setup. Chucked all that together to get this job done. Go and have a chat to Lucius, see what happened here. What happened, Luce? Explain.
Someone tried to start a lawnmower business in my filter.
So his filter was clogged with grass, so something to keep an eye on. You're meant to have filters in the top of the tank too, so it catches it before, but the guys take them out. This drone here is probably nearly 2 years old. How's Elliot going over here? Let's go have a chat to Elliot. How's it going over here?
It's going well.
Oh, here it comes back.
Coming back right now, so watch out, cameraman. You're about to get landed on top.
Elliot is actually going very well with this Max at the moment. A lot more than the P150 because he had dramas with his filter. Trying to record the big drone with the little drone here while Billy's on the camera, but this P150 Max is going so fast, this little drone cannot keep up with it at all. Crazy fast. Definitely looks a lot better now. Like it definitely unclogged. What do you reckon?
Yeah, mate. I reckon I got Elliot.
You reckon you're gonna catch him? I don't think you got a chance. This Max is a lot faster.
I think I just need to pray he has like a battery miss or...
There's a battery charge or something like that. Yeah. Or his generator blows up or something like that. We'll see what happens. The old P150 though, it keeps going. This here is just a fallow block. They'll probably be planting soybeans in this block, I'd say, so it's an ex-cane block. So all they're trying to do with this field is control the weeds that are coming up, so then they can plant straight into it. We had a lot of rain here over the past few weeks, so everything is very wet. They can't get the tractors on. And yeah, we do a lot of this work for these guys anyway, even if they can get the tractors on, just because, yeah, either one, they don't have enough guys to sit on a tractor, or two, they're trying not to put ground compaction into the actual soil. So here, you can see he put out 70 litres and he's got 65% battery. That is very impressive. And this is a standard 150. If we go over to the Max, you'll see that as well. That's even better. We'll go and have a look how Elliot's going over here. 1/3 of the way through the job. We'll go see how Elliot's doing over here. Elliot just batched up a new batch there. So another one ready to go. These ones have only got little 300 litre tanks on them. Done 63% of this whole field already. You have a look at this field. That's how much quicker that 150 Max is. Obviously, Lucius had an issue over there with his filter was clogged. But yeah, it put out that 80 litres. 42% battery left. Obviously, this is quite a small field, so it's not doing as long runs as what it would like to, but still, no issues putting that 80 litres out. With the newer ones, the Maxes, they're way quicker. Oh, did you hear that, Luke? He said he messed up on his battery changes, so now he's waiting.
That's all part of the plan.
You probably went over there and turned his batteries off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what happens is if you miss a battery, so that's what happened with Elliot there, he missed, like he didn't put the battery in, he was too busy worrying about something else. One, like if he forgets to do that, you know, you got to wait 5-10 minutes sometimes because too busy batching another tank there, so batching another system up. So they've only got 300 litre batching tanks on these ones, so that can really ruin your operation, really slow it down. The drones are fast. Having the correct systems to support the drones is what makes the operation efficient. Like these trucks here normally have 800 litre batching tanks in it. We've got, this one's only got 300 in this truck. But like that really makes your efficiency slow if you're not keeping up with your battery changes and your batching tanks and stuff like that. So it's a good example because you can see how much they've slowed down now because they've had to rebatch. Whereas normally if it was a bigger tank, they would just keep going, you know? So a lot of our broad acre customers and our bigger trailer setup or our bigger truck setups, they have a lot bigger equipment, but this is only a little 20 hectare field. So it's not going to take long at all, you know, an hour or so, a few hours. So what I want to do, I want to show you this truck setup. So this is one of our trucks here that you can see it's beat around. That's where I hit a trailer on that one up the top there. This truck here, the good thing about this one is it's running a power bank system. So yes, it has a generator in it, but they're not using it. Quiet, even the electric pump on the back here is running off that power bank as well. They'll be able to do this whole job with that power bank, no dramas at all. We're finding roughly about, what are you finding, Luce? Like half a day out of a power bank?
You do about 40 hectares, I reckon.
40 hectares, yeah, quite easily with your, and then if you do get down, all you do is just flick the generator on and then it charges it up while you're using it as well. So
if you have a generator charging it as you're using the battery, you'll find you'll double its battery life. Instead of lasting 4 hours, you can last 8 hours.
Benefit with this too is how quick it charges the battery. Because it's DC to DC, the battery's charged, like you can just see that battery actually finished charging then it stopped, but the drone's still out there flying. Batteries are charged before the drone comes back. So we're only running 2 sets of batteries. Yeah, smooth they are, eh? So you can see here what he does is swap the batteries out, took those batteries, these 2 little light batteries here, chuck them in the water mist coolers so that keeps them cool. Well, you can charge without the mist coolers too if you want. We're in our summer here at the moment and it gets bloody hot, so keeping your battery cool is the main thing, and those water mist coolers are unreal for that. at 13.8. The international ones do 18 meters a second, but like seeing the speed difference is just crazy. This one here, nearly 80% of its field. This one here is only halfway through. I remember when we used to think that one there was fast. Standard P150 was fast, but like just watch how quick it comes in and lands. This is the max. Backs up and just lands straight away. No mucking around. So you can see this field here has just been rotary, so it's very soft. So that's one of the main reasons why tractors aren't on this field at the moment. So these guys actually have two massive big Hagee boom sprayers, brand new ones. They don't want to compact the soil as much either. That's a big thing that a lot of farmers are looking at now. Like the less compaction running over it, the better. Planted straight into this, you'd have a lot of weed pressure as well. So we can control that weed pressure before they plant into it, allowing the plant to come straight up and give it the best chance of germinating and those. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why drones to do a lot of their spraying. We do thousands and thousands of hectares for these guys every year. So is the tractors faster than the drones, or are the drones faster than the tractors? Yes and no. Yes, in some circumstances they are a lot faster. Some circumstances the boom sprayer is a lot faster. And the farmer told us this, with 2 of our drones we can get the same amount as what his boom sprayer does per day. Purely because of a few things. One, every time he runs out of liquid, he has to come back to the chem shed, fill up, go back out. But if you're having to travel, a few K away, and we're not doing as much every flight, but overall, just as efficient, especially with 2 drones, is really efficient. There's a capsicum field, right? We probably would not spray that with the drones. They have tractor sprayers for that, purely because some of those applications on that horticulture environment require such a high dosage. It just doesn't work out beneficial to do it with the drone because we're doing low dosage. Most of our applications here are under that 50 litres per hectare. These drones here are spraying at 30 litres per hectare on this valley sort of country. But, on that sort of horticultural land, some of that, if you're doing a contact or a fungicide, or you Americans call it fungicide, but if you're doing a contact spray, you want to really cover that plant. It's where those higher rates, 100, 200 litres per hectare. Drones can do it, but whether they're more efficient tractor sprayer, I don't think they are for that heavier stuff. But it's too wet, you can't get on it. Those sort of applications, that's definitely a good use for it as well. Aerial application rates, so anything that is traditionally done by planes, helicopters, those sort of low application stuff, that's where the drones really excel at those sort of applications. So actually chuck a comparison of the standard P150 camera and the P150 MAX camera side by side, and you'll see the difference. They're still not 4K video or anything like that. You can definitely see it's a lot better on that P150 MAX. And also, the connectivity is a major, I can't stress this enough, is a major improvement with the P150 MAX. How's it going over here?
Last flight on the field, and then I'll set up a boundary run, and it'll do that boundary run.
He's going to do the last flight, put in however much it'll, he might only need 40 litres to do this last flight. He'll just tell it to do a boundary run. So it's going to do a perimeter run and do a boundary spray around the whole edge. It gets everything. So a little bit of statistic. It has just finished this field here with how long it took him to, we started it with 7:17. Oh, look at that. I'm not even joking. 8:17. It's 20 hectares that field, or 19.8 or something like that. So even smaller swat that they were running at that very coarse droplet, still 20 hectares an hour quite easily with that P150 MAX. Quite a small run, so if it was bigger runs, you'd be getting 25. Some of our customers telling us 28 hectares per hour they're getting out of their Maxes quite easily. 20 hectares an hour with the issues he had having to wait for a battery because he forgot to put it on charge. So realistically, we're saying 20 hectares an hour, very achievable per drone. So it's up to you to work out. If it was like a 40-meter boom Hagee or something like that, obviously he could do 40 hectares an hour, which is what we're pretty much doing here with 2 drones. Yeah, these new Maxes as well, they've got a thing on them that if you're standing close to them, they won't land. So you can turn that on and off too if you want to be a bit wild. Yep. Righto, so who's the winner?
Yeah, apparently it was the XAG P150 MAX. Has smashed the 150 out of the park.
So the 150 is actually still going in this field at the moment. We're actually about to send the MAX into this field to finish it off so that we can keep going. That 150 MAX is way fast. That field was actually a little bit bigger than this field.
A little bit, 150 extra litres bigger.
It's already finished that. Luce, you had a few issues with your your filter setup.
Yeah, a bit of sabotage going on.
How things get set up, how they do it, and how much quicker that P150 MAX is on this sort of stuff. It's unreal. So guys, what else do you want to see? Send us a comment, chuck a comment in there. See, we're videoing all the time now. Subscribe to the channel. What do you want to say, Luce? Anything else?
I've got nothing to say.
He's not happy. It's his shout for beers on Friday Arvo now.
Bloody hell.
Thank you.